What up, my little tubers? We're back for some more drafting on, yes, once again, the streets of Arena. Arena Cube, and, well, before I jump in, I will say that Vintage Cube is either up today, or up tomorrow, or up yesterday. Whenever this video gets uploaded, it's going to be around the time when Vintage Cube is up on Magic Online, so I'll probably do some number of Vintage Cube drafts for the YouTube channel as well, but in any case, we will jump into this Arena Cube where we have opened one of my favorite cards in this format. That is the Great Henge. This card is amazing. I think green ramp decks in this format are very, very good. One of the best ways to combat the aggro-based strategies, just because you have a lot of early game and your top end, well, just trumps them so easily. Plus, you have a lot of ways to stabilize to get to that top end, or even just having like a Thragtusk or whatever is good enough sometimes. Anyway, I'm going to first pick the Great Henge here. I guess we're hoping to wheel one of these green cards, although I don't expect Vorinclex to. Hydra probably will, and then even Harvester would be good, but we're going to first pick that Great Henge, and we are going to just take every single good green card we see. Crickets. Crickets indeed, as this pack is not that good. If I wanted to hard force it, I would take Storm the Festival here, but we're not going to do that. I've had really good success with red-green in this format, but I don't think Banefire is the card we want to pick here. We could take Disfigure for a little bit of early interaction. I don't think there's really any good pick in this pack. Like maybe Hardened Scales? This is a troll, right? You don't second pick this. That's a card that's going to wheel. So I guess what I'm going to do here is I'm going to second pick Masked Vandal, which is also a really weak pick. But looking at this pack overall, there's just nothing in it I want anyway. So I'll just cut off the playable green card. Much better now. Okay, we have a Lovestruck Beast here. Perfect to go with the Great Henge. Obviously the token doesn't help you out for the Great Henge, but Lovestruck Beast is a 5/5, so makes the Henge cost 4. You can curve that out pretty easy, obviously, and then yeah, go from there. The Jukai Liberator has been a surprisingly good card, too. I mean, a 3/3 is not anything impressive by any means, but if you can just push it in a couple of times, it either finds you land, which you need, right, or it finds you spells, which, I mean, this card has been somewhat impressive, but I think the Lovestruck Beast is the clear pick here. There's one of the good cards that really combats the aggro decks well, and that is the Workshop Warchief. Actually, is Thragtusk I think is in this as well. Thragtusk is better than the Warchief by a lot. Not only do you gain more life with Thragtusk, but Thragtusk just needs to leave the battlefield to make that token, even though this token on the Warchief is larger. We'll go ahead and take that over the Timeless Witness. I don't think the Timeless Witness is actually at its best in the green ramp decks. Normally this is better for like the mid-rangey multicolor decks, even though it's likely we'll end up with a second color. I'm just going to take the Warchief. The most important cards to pick up are like Elvish Mystic, Llanowar Elves, Paradise Druid, Incubation Druid. Any of those cheap green ramp creatures are super clutch. Moving into pick number 5. There's a Turn Timber Symbiosis here. That's not a bad card, but it's not anything to write home about. Could just take the Jetmir's Garden. Nothing wrong with a Tri-land here. That adds red and white in addition to the green. Could take Cemetery if we want to. Not big on Mechagodzilla. A couple of good white cards here as well. I suppose we could look to be some like green-white deck. Maybe if we even wield like that, was it Hardened Scales? I don't think there's a good green-white 1/1 counter deck in the format, but maybe. I guess in any case, I'd still rather take the Garden, even if I do end up in green-white later on. Pelt Collector, that's another one that I don't think is all that good. I'm going to take either the Breeding Pool or the Stomping Ground here. Both really good. Yeah, I don't think I'm going the Stompy route. He says as he takes the Stomping Ground. Like I said before, red-green's been really good for me, so I don't mind that pick. Lair of the Hydra. Could just take Lizelle. Inscription Abundance is also pretty good, though. We'll stick with the green. Ooh, Explore here. Seems fine over Stonecoil Serpent, which is also just always a good play as in addition. Like, I'd rather have creatures that ramp. But, no big deal. Indatha here as well. But we did wheel that Hydra, like I said. So somebody took the Vorinclex. We also have the option of taking that Harvester, if we want to do that instead. Oh man, I think Harvester's super good. We already have War Chief and Beast, which are great versus aggro, but I think I like taking the Harvest here. No surprise, we wheeled the Storm the Festival. We might end up running that. Jukai Liberator on the wheel over Blooming Marsh. Notably Sholdred also in the pack. Rockfall Veil over Crag Crown. Yeah, we've got easy red-green fixings going on. So the biggest contenders, when I play this deck, which is the base green ramp deck, splashing, say, red, the red cards you're looking for are like the Planeswalkers, like Chandra's or Minskin or any of the X burn spells, because you often get a lot of mana. Now, we have already passed both, I believe, Banefire and Devil's Play in pack 1, so that route to victory might not be available anymore as we do wheel that Turn Timber. But that was a very good pack 1 for the green ramp deck. Squirrel. Okay. Let's go to pack number 2. Open ourselves a Bestiary here. If we wanted to take that, seems okay. Elvish Visionary, always solid. Yawgmoth actually seems pretty good. Old Rutstain's not awful. I mean, I just have a lot of red fixing. That doesn't mean I'm playing red, of course. All of these cards are going to wheel anyways, but I will go ahead and just take the Visionary. Plan on wheeling the Bestiary. That's alright by me. Ulvenwald Oddity. Yeah, over Triome, I guess? This is just kind of unfortunate. Not really any green cards in this pack, period. But Oddity's decent enough. Hey, there we go. Alright. And now they put all of the green cards in one pack. There's the Minskin Boo. I'm going to have a hard time passing that, but as a result, we're losing out on Augur, Thragtusk, and Florahedron. I don't think Puppy is any good. This card has just proven to be too powerful to pass up, even though it's, apparently this is the nerfed version. I guess it used to cost 4 or something. But every time I cast Minskin Boo, it's just been super, super amazing. I don't expect to wheel the Thragtusk. I'd be a little bit surprised if the Augur wheeled. I guess we could wheel the Florahedron. Planeswalker.
Bones, unless it's boneless.
Cobra here. Every time I take Minskin Boo, I hear something out of my headphones, which I don't normally wear when I play Magic, and it's just the freaking tagline that it has that's like a paragraph long. Just Minskin Boo going blah 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 blah. Yeah, Lotus Cobra here over nothing. Again, still haven't seen any of the cheap mana dorks. So that's what we are keeping an eye out for as we get Werewolf Pack Leader here, Reclamation Sage, Dryad Greenseeker. Another card that's just been too good is Reclamation Sage. Especially in cubes. Creatures like this are always going to find a home. And yeah, just way too good when it hits. I wouldn't be surprised if we wheeled a double green card. Maybe even the Greenseeker. This is a card that frequently goes late. Nice. Nice. Good pack. So Vivian Reed here is probably my choice. Titan of Industry, fantastic as another top-end card. Set of the Wilds, also fine. But Planeswalkers are OP.
How this thing goes is up to you, pal.
There's a Knight of Autumn here, and not much else. We're not going to play Targnar. Okay. I mean, this is a potential splash. We have, what, Cobra right now? What else? Cobra splashes for it. We have the Garden already. This is definitely a maybe. Definitely maybe. That is not the 1-mana elf we were looking for. Tameo is just okay. And I don't really think this is going to be an Hedron Archive deck, but I suppose maybe. We'll take it anyways. Nothing much here for us. Yawgmoth is so spicy, though. Should be getting that pack with, what, the Florahedron pretty soon. As we get a Zagoth Triome here for potential splashing as well. Oh, okay. We got the Florahedron and the Augur of Autumn back. I don't like the Augur as much. I think we actually want the Florahedron for ramp / land. Oracle of Moldiah I think would be an easy pick, but I think the Florahedron here makes a little bit more sense. Really need to pick up some more early game play or early game ramp cards. Green Seeker here's fine. Settle the Wilds. Okay, well, we're actually getting a lot of the ramp now. Sure, but this is like tier 2 ramp and not tier 1 ramp. Although good news is we basically have enough playables going into pack 3, so we get to be really selective with the cards we want to pick up. And there we have a number of good hits. Dang. Oh, Chandra versus Elder Gargaroth. The decision of ages. I think Gargaroth is probably a little bit too strong. Versus some decks, this just wins. I mean, you can say that about Chandra as well, but because the aggro decks are so strong and so prevalent, I think I like the Gargaroth a little bit more. We have a boat here we could take, the Sky Sovereign. Prosperous Innkeeper's pretty good. Line up a shot is versatile. Kind of like the Innkeeper. It's ramp and life gain. And we already have plenty of good top end. Yeah, I'm okay with that. So we cut some of my weaker cards. Primal Command here. There's the lovely Discover the Formula. This is permanence, right? So Primal Command is not good with Storm the Festival. My creature count's actually a little bit low for Great Henge, too. I wonder if taking Karuga is actually correct. Visionaries filler. I guess Karuga doesn't make too much sense. Yeah, Primal Command's good enough. There's an Oracle of Moldiah. Hopefully wheeling that Castle Garenbrig. Both Smashing and Strangle here are also fantastic splashes, but we'll just take the Oracle. Ornithopter. Is that the ramp card we're looking for? I guess it's okay. Safekeeping is another really solid card. It might not look like it, but this card is fantastic. Protecting your relevant cards for the cheap cost of 1 mana is so good. It's a very late Scarab God. Once Upon a Time's amazing. Cold Steel Heart's pretty good. Balaget Recovery, not awful. Wilt's fine. Once Upon a Time is just free spells, though. And 8th pick, nothing. I guess Celestis we could take. Could be that Celestis is better than Hedron Archive because our curve doesn't actually go very high. Gives us the ability to loot away excess lands and whatnot. Alright, wheeling the Kura, the Boundless Sky, and Ovaya Pashiri's not bad. I don't know here. I guess we'll just take the big dragon. Huh. So I don't think this is a great green ramp deck at the end of the day. I think this is just okay. Like I said, we didn't get many of the great ramp hits. And we actually didn't get as many of the top end cards as that I would have liked as well. But I've got hope. So this is search a permanent, seek a permanent. So Settle the Wilds only find something if we have If we use it on 3, 4, and 5, and 9, it's pretty weak. Probably a cut. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 25. There's the castle. Fantastic. Yeah, I need to make a few cuts here. I guess this Inscription of Abundance doesn't look great in our deck. We also have infinite 5 drops, which does make Storm the Festival better. We could run that if we wanted. Already have Masked Vandal and Rex Sage. I don't think we need Wilt. Also, Vivian kills enchantments and artifacts. Okay, let's figure this thing out. 26, but that includes 2 DFCs. So we can probably run 16 land, no problem. Which means I need to make 2 cuts. Guess maybe Masked Vandal's not at its best. I guess we probably don't need Celestis. Explore, Cobra, Innkeeper, Paradise. That's 4. We have 4 ways to get a little bit of extra mana. And maybe Settle the Wilds here is a little bit too good. I guess we can cut the Primal Command. Seems like my weakest 5. Tough cookie. I'm trying to just get the Set of the Wilds in for 1 card, but I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it is Harvester at the end of the day. Like, we do have other ways to gain life, right? Gargaroth gains life, Workshop gains life, Henge gains... Yeah. I think the Harvester can be a cut. Alright, and we'll go like this. So 16 actual land cards with 2 DFCs. And we get Castle, we get Rock, we get Stomping, we get Garden. We need to run 1 Mountain, but then otherwise is all forests. Beautiful. Okay, let's go. Basically mono green Stompy. Or not Stompy, mono green ramp. With a little splash of Minsk and Boo. We do need to get to 5 mana every game, so hopefully one of our mana dorks or mana accelerants can stay alive, but yeah, looks fun. On to round 1 we go here. We have correctly decided to be on the play. How smart. Let's lead on Rockfall. Pass. We don't need to cast Once Upon a Time until after we draw. And let's take that Gargaroth, because we have plenty of lands. This will be a good ramp if they don't have a removal spell. Turn 2 Ornithopter, turn 3 Oracle. And that's very good for us. Alright, perfect. Let's go Castle, Oracle, hope there's a land on top. If not, we'll play the extra one from our hand. And that is much too slow, my friend. Ooh, we can play that, and that does count as a land. I could just Vivian and shoot the arena. But I think we'll get the Gargaroth online and force them to have something. Because if they don't kill the Gargaroth, that's going to end the game by itself anyways. That ain't good enough. That is definitely not good enough. Alright, 1 land on top, 2 lands on top. Let's go ahead and attack. Let's just go ahead and go wide here as well. Let's explore here, draw the Lovestruck Beast. Play the land from top. I'm gonna Vivian kill the arena at this point.
Let's see if you're worthy.
And then let's go ahead and make a 1/1 token with the Lovestruck Beast. So if they don't have a Wrath here, they're just gonna die next turn. And even if they do have a Wrath, we get left with Vivian, we're drawing Henge. Well, they did have it. Uptick.
The wilds are my shield.
Let's see what happens if we grab Forest. We get to go Ulvenwald. Let's see, float 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we'll take the land here. So they have a lot of cards in their hand, but man, I have a ton of card advantage available to me. Like if they wanted to blitz their underdog to kill Vivian, we are A-okay with that. Yeah, the Hydra's or not Hydra, the Oddity's lethal next turn too. I turn into a 7/7 or 8/8. So first and foremost, they kind of, yeah, need to kill that. Okay. Liberator.
Meet my newest friend.
Good. Garen Brig for mana. Kill their tome, draw a card. It's gonna be so hard for them to beat the Great Henge value. Like I said, this Great Henge is so busted. Do I want to overcommit more? Probably don't need to, but I guess we can play out the Lovestruck Beast, since that's not super relevant by itself. Alright. So, they need Farewell here. Because a Wrath doesn't work, because the Kuda will make a fat creature, plus I have Workshop War Chief to blitz. Yeah. Pretty good. That was what? Yeah, turn 2 ramp, turn 3 Oracle, turn 4, what did I do? Gargadon or whatever? Yeah, pretty good. On to game number 2, where we're hoping to continue the curve outs. Yeah, that actually looks pretty good. Versus a turn 1 Hall of Storm Giants. All right. So presumably we are not going to be beat down too quickly here. Let's go with the Innkeeper here, turn 2, for a little bit of ramp and fixing. So on 4 mana we have Oracle and... oh, well, there's the Oracle. Oracle and... who's a what's it? The Oddity? So I think we're actually supposed to wait on 5. That Oracle was a really good draw. We even hit a land on top for good measure. Because now if we want to, we can settle... well, actually, we might be waiting until 9. As we just continue to get land value here. Oh, I shouldn't have played that land first. Whoops. This is probably going to get countered, but I have to go for it. I have just too many threats I need to start running out. Yep. No surprise. Oh, that does count as a land. And, okay, so now we want to settle the wilds. Like I was saying, right? That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so now we settle. And that guarantees we hit our Great Henge. I'm assuming this is going to get countered as well, but again, got to keep running stuff out, I think. Intervention now. Yeah, you got it. Sure, so they're going to trade with my Oracle. That's okay as well. I mean, they're running out of resources. And we have uber ramped. Gataxius. Okay, so that's bad because now I can't cast my Great Henge. But I suppose 2 fatties might suffice. I'm gonna need to draw something to trigger the Great Henge counter first. Oh no, they're looking at their graveyard. Does that mean they have Torrential Gearhulk? Gearhulk with Jin Gataxius too? We might already be dead. Okay. It's more or less fine, of course. I mean, if they don't do anything relevant here... Gargaroth and Warchief do attack pretty well. It's a good draw as well. Yeah, let's go ahead and go to combat. I think I like drawing cards here instead of making 3/3s. Rex Sage was good. Killing their mana is actually super relevant. And 100% we're going to be playing out the Kura. As again, when this dies, we do get a fat creature, so if they have a Wrath... Oh, sure. Interesting. 20? Yeah. That was pretty greedy of them to not counter the Rex Sage, but here we are. Wow. Okay, we have a problem. That's not what we want to draw either, of course. Yeah, the Jin Gataxius is locking us out. That was a good draw by them. Now we're super far behind. So like I said, I need to find a way to trigger the Jin Gataxius. I need to draw like my Ornithopter of Paradise is what I need to do. And I'm pretty sure I need to make this double block. Obviously, if they have something, so be it, but I can't let them keep hitting me with the Gargaroth and drawing cards or gaining life or whatever. So if you don't want to draw lands, you activate Green Seeker on your upkeep. If you do, you activate it in your main phase. Ruga? That doesn't actually draw a card. Alright, pass. That's funny. Memory Deluge with Jin Gataxius, because they didn't pay any mana for the copy, doesn't look at any cards. This is where having that Banefire I was talking about would be pretty damn good. I would have to guess our odds of winning this game are kind of low. I'm still under the impression they have Gear Hulk in their hand. That is technically a way to trigger Jin Gataxius, but it's too expensive of a way. I'm just waiting for them to cast Approach of the Second Sun. That's what we're hoping. They go for Approach of the Second Sun, and then we get to dump. We're holding all the creatures here, so we can draw post-henge if we can get the henge down. We're not going to give up quite yet, but it's pretty close to that point. Okay, Oddity's not bad. Is it Gear Hulk time finally? Mitt, sure. Cyber Siphoner. Alright, I'm good enough to scoop there. They can get their counters back and whatnot. That was a beating. Yeah, they went like counter, 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 Jin Gataxius. And then we were stuck with the Great Henge in our hand. I guess even if we had resolved the Great Henge, they would have the commit, but maybe by then I'd be able to just dump out my hand of creatures and keep drawing cards and going wide. Not sure what I was supposed to do differently there. Off to game 3. How are we looking here? Not bad. Not great, but not bad. Versus another blue deck. Where did all the aggressive decks go? same thing here. We don't need to cast Once Upon a Time until turn 2 before we cast one of our 2-drops. There's just absolutely no reason to. And we found an Oracle of Moldiah. I will take that. Let's go ahead and go for the Lotus Cobra here then. I don't expect this to live, but we can hope. Well, it didn't die at the end of my turn, so that's a good sign at least. Alright, sure. Eat it is... Ah, okay, so they had that at end of turn, but they wanted to wait until they could get the entity online as well. Fair. Well, the dream is to go Gargaroth into Henge, but I'm not sure how likely that is going to be. Wow, they are gonna just... So, they either have a counter or another burn spell in their hand if they're making this play, because they know I have Oracle. I mean, maybe they're hoping I don't have a 4th land, but... Yeah, they're just going... Balls out, huh? Nice, did find a land on top. It's super tempting to trade, but I think we want them to use a burn spell on the Oracle. Oh, they only have 1 card left in their hand after this, actually. Okay, hold up. They don't have anything to deal with Gargaroth, we just win. So they need something this turn. They need like a, what do you call it? Blink of an eye. That's kind of terrifying. I'm a little bit worried they could have counter now. So I'm gonna lead on Karuga and see if they counter this. Yep, perfect. That way we don't lose our Henge. So they have instant and sorcery in their graveyard. They left whatever it is on top. I'm gonna go ahead and run out the Rex Sage just as an extra blocker. And let's gain 3 life here instead of drawing a card. If they want to double block that, I'm okay. That's fine. So I lose my cheap Great Henge, but I think that was a good deal for us. Maybe that was a foolish attack, but... I figured they topped something, so... Okay, that's fine. Den of the Bugbear too, yeah. Land, Henge, explore. I could play that as the land, but let's keep that on top. Because that's a 2/2 that cycles again anyways. So if they don't have a way to kill the Henge this turn, we basically win. But if they have like an Abrade, it's gonna suck. That's not good enough. Alright, so I take 6. I mean, this is a lot of pressure, but we get to cycle fast here. Land off the top. Draw the settle. Am I gonna lose? might actually lose this, huh? I need to find Vivian? Oh my gosh. Well, that doesn't kill me, at least. By itself. Does that kill me? Sheesh. That's very close. If the Dragon Rage Chandler gets the flying, I do lose, right? Okay, it didn't. Sick. I thought we were in good shape this game, but just 2 fat flyers. Oh, wait, okay. That's good. Do think we want to make the 1/1 here. That will draw the War Chief. Innkeeper, okay. Let's draw the Innkeeper. Draw the Minskin Boo. Play the Minskin Boo.
Boo and I are ready to rumble!
Sack the War Chief.
On the shoulder.
Kill the Pteramander. Holy smokes. We are alive, baby. We are alive. I lose if they hit a land with the Dragon Rage Channeler, though. I think. They left it on top again. Okay. So we go to 4. What a crazy game. We're gonna go gain 2 minimum from the Great Henge, and then we're probably gonna gain a bunch off of the Innkeeper as well, I would hope. Nice. It's a big old dragon. Celestis also can gain life. Ornithopter.
Look at us. We are tough.
Only have 9 cards left in my deck. Don't think... Yeah, I think we just grab the Oddity here, because the Oddity's so insane with the 7 mana pump. 6 cards left. 5 cards left. Let's go ahead and day into night, gain an extra life. I'm not gonna loot, because we're too far down. Then we pass. Day night again, gain another life. They deal 10 to me here? No, not quite. Oh wait, yes they can. Again, if they... Does that do it? No, that's 9 damage. They can hit me for 9, but they can't kill me. So they need to kill the Minskin Boo this turn. Because now we just win, right? Holy crap, what a game. 4 cards left in my deck. So we should just win here. Activating Oddity, I think, after we attack with everything wins it. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I can go land, land, Vivian, shoot their Symmetry Sage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 7 mana to activate.
Would you like to see what's left?
Kill their extra blocker. And then with Minsk, we get to throw something at them to finish it off.
Retribution.
So notably, I had to activate after attacking. Otherwise, the Lovestruck Beast wouldn't be able to attack this turn. What a game. Holy crap. Oh, I probably had lethal if I just Vivian shot my own Kura and then sacked the token that I got too, but either way. What a game! Man, that was crazy. Great Henge went nuts. All of the life gain matters cards mattered a lot. Sheesh. On to game number 4 after that crazy game. Ooh, is this a keep on the draw? It's probably okay. We have lands, we have Celestis for a ramp into a Gargaroth. Wow, once again, not playing against aggro, though. We don't need to, Once Upon a Time until turn 2, hoping to find a 2-drop, as always. Will work. We'll take the Florahedron here over the Oracle. I think that's fine. Bant. They could be on the Flicker deck. What's kind of clever here is that if they don't If they don't play a creature I attack with my Florahedron, I can ninjutsu it back and then play it out as a land. I don't know how good that actually is, but it's funny. What you got, friendo? Cultivator's Caravan. Alright, we can make that play now if we want to. I think we want to keep the ramp, though. So let's go Celestis, token, attack for 1 instead. What you got over there, friend? 5 cards. Primal Command my Celestis back on top. Okay. And they are searching for a coma. It's not great. 4, 5. They're short on mana. Let's play this out as a land. Get the Gargaroth online. Yeah, Coma's probably gonna kill us. I'm gonna copy my dude. Yeah, that sucks too. Okay. We are definitely just dying to Coma next turn. Let's draw. I guess we need to find like Rex Sage to kill the Caravan or something. Yeah, not looking good. Not looking good at all. Why can't we play against the aggro decks? Too many slower decks. Maybe they don't have a 7th land here. Maybe we get lucky. Oh, it's a tap! Okay. We have 1 extra turn before the coma comes down. That's not good. Especially if that's Time Walk. Grab a non-land with the Liberator here. And then I guess we just Celestis and cry. You gonna counter this? Cybus Siphoner. Mythos or Primal Command? Okay. So that Foretell card must be a counter, otherwise they probably would have flashed in the Siphoner to eat the 1/1. I don't see how we win this if they just play out their coma, though. Yep. Okay, okay. Oh, a turn late to stop them from playing it. Let's go to combat, see if they tap down our flyer. Doesn't have reach, right? Six, 7, 8. So we go Rex Sage. Oh, I guess I shouldn't have played out the land so I could loot. That was a mistake. I don't think our deck can beat the coma, though. Unless they make some weird mistake. This game's pretty over. And, like, they get to, time walk me, in essence, as well. I do think blocking here is good. But yeah. Oh. Or they just have the actual time walk. That's good enough. We don't have a way to beat the coma. We were hoping to not play against the control-y decks like that. Like I said, we're hoping to play against the creature-based aggro decks, but, well, so far we are now 2-2. Yeah, let's keep it up. I think the deck's solid if we just play against, like, the red aggro decks. Let's get one of those next. Okay, game number 5. Let's go. Is this good enough? I'll give it a shot. Once again, we have the Once Upon a Time. Phew. I'm glad that is not the Mana Dork. Swap. Alright, so green, black. Innkeeper. Alright, this could be a mirror match of sorts. Go ahead and look for a 2-drop creature. Ornithopter, fantastic. Actually, the Ornithopter is a good enabler for the Jukai Liberator here. Oh, they're probably just going to kill my Ornithopter. It's too bad. Okay. Well, not much we can do about that.
Everyone is expendable, except me.
Oh, no plays, though. Okay, well... Let's see if they chump and keep their Vraska alive. They didn't, wow. That is really surprising. Gosh, we really just want to hit a land next turn. If we get to slam the henge, I think we can't lose. That's annoying. They are going to kill the Liberator. Is this lifelinking too? If I safe keeping the Liberator, it doesn't really do much but make the henge cheaper. But I guess that's probably worth it. Damn. Oh man, we needed to land there really, really badly. Crap. Jeez Louise, if I brick on a land this turn, we're definitely dead. Okay, not a moment too soon. I think I need to go for greed this turn. I think I need to play the henge and pass. We're so far behind that I think I need to go for the greedy play. Next turn we can storm the festival, hope to hit like Workshop War Chief and Gargaroth or something. Oh my gosh, okay. Well, hopefully they hit just another land. Okay. Please stop. Finally. So I take... Wait. I'm confused. Okay. I guess they're doing that in case I chump. Sure. So we have 6, 7, 8 mana. 9 now with that. Let's see if they decide to chump my Liberator with their 2/2. They might. Nice, that's good. We're gonna then play the Rex Sage on Citadel, drawing a card. Hoping to hit a land so I don't need to bolt myself. Did not. Alright, we will bolt ourselves. Go to 7. Try to hit 2 fatties here. Good, good. Draw 2 more cards. Alright, and just like that. Just like that, we are right back in action. The greed has paid off. That was scary. I was worried we were going to lose it there, but now it looks like things are alright again. All of a sudden, my board presence is much scarier than theirs. Ooh. Wow. Okay. So, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sack the dragon and make a 7/7. And then I can throw the 7/7 at them, at Sholdred with Minsk and Boo.
That you fiend?
Now I don't mind trading off the Gargaroth. Good. Alright. I mean, they have a huge life buffer, but we're going to start going super wide here. Once again, I have to be a little bit careful that I don't end up decking myself. I think that was a good line. Maybe sacking the dragon wasn't good. And multiple times this deck has just been on the brink of despair. And now look at the board state. So Casualties of War is not in this. What else could they have? They could have Ugin. I'd probably lose to Ugin. Massacre on 4. Wow. Sheesh. Well, that's disgusting. Yeah, we're gonna end up decking ourselves, aren't we? We are continuing to pop, though. Okay, that's fine. That doesn't matter. That's fine. Actually, maybe we're doing okay here. We have one card left in their hand. War Chief, sure. So let's go make a 1/1. Draw the War Chief. 7 cards in my deck. There's the Vivian, perfect. Need to kill their Phyrexian Arena, because I think that's the key thing that's keeping them in the game. And let's go ahead and make Boo big. Attack for 7 trample. And then go for the kill next turn with Oddity Ultimate. Deal. Okay. Slip back up to 30. I lose a couple life here. Oh, they get to go digging again. Yeah, scry. Insta-top. That's not good. Oh, I see. They're hoping. They are hoping to hit like a Day of Judgment or something, but can they even survive through next turn? Also, I can kill the key with Vivian, potentially. I guess it would take 2 turns to do that. And they have a treasure as well, so... Oh, one of their cards is Regrowth. They're looking at their graveyard. What's left in my deck? Karuga and, let's see. Celestis, Karuga, and 4 lands. Yeah, we have to win with what we have. Hopefully the last 2 cards in their hand are just bricks. I can't even cast the Karuga because I would overdraw. Okay, they have to discard. Ooze is annoying, but not the worst. Kill him from 30 though? Kind of miserable. I don't know if we're going to be able to pull this off. This is kind of intense. They did have Regrowth, and they grabbed Cavalier. Okay.
You can't stop nature.
All right, well, let's go smashing. I think they forgot about the Oddity's ability here. They're taking a lot of trample damage too. I'm not going to do the math, but I think we still kill them here. One way to find out. Yes, we do! Let's go! Minskin Boo finishes them off. Pew! Alright, wow. Kind of intense there. Man. Once again, the Great Henge pulling weight. Remember how that game started? They had Cavalier of Night plus Tovalar's Huntmaster. And I was just like, I'm going to play the Great Henge, and I have a 3-3. And then we kind of just went off. So, feels good to win a game like that. Let's see if we can get a few more. We're 3-2 now. Okay, on to the next game. On the draw. Womp womp. Hand looks okay. Really need this Florahedron to not die. Forsaken Crossroads on white. What does that mean? Uh-oh, we have 3 5-drops in our hand. Yeah, this is what I was saying. A blue-white? Man. So it's actually better to run out the Dryad Greenseeker here, since we don't have anything to do with the Florahedron mana next turn. Oh, that was a very good draw. Okay. So we want to activate Greenseeker now, because that increases our chances of hitting a land with it. Oh, they're going to counter it. Okay. Interesting. Did not expect that. Alright, well, let's activate again. Nice. Good hit. We'll go ahead and play out the Florahedron as a creature here, I think. Maybe this is worse than playing it out as a land, though, because if they Wrath, it's going to suck. Yeah, they definitely have counters. Nice hits again. Alright, let's start playing our creatures. Let's lead on the War Chief here, I think. Don't mind this getting countered, that's fine. The looting's annoying, but they don't have that many cards in their hand, so... It might be better to hold Ornithopter for post-Great Henge, but... I think we can use the mana still. I'm assuming they have one more counter in their hand. Oh, that's actually a fantastic draw. Wow. That made playing out the Ornithopter 10 times better. Because now we can go like this. Gets around counter magic, rebuys our Opter. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and seek one more land here. And that way I can play out one more fatty. I'm going to go ahead and play out the Gargaroth instead. I think the Kura is better because it plays around a Wrath. Right? If they kill this, I can still make a fatty, whereas the Gargaroth, if it dies, it just dies. So, saw it coming. Yeah, figured. This smells like Wrath if they're attacking, or I guess they just can't block. Nice hits. Let's go for an attack here and see if they do something. Sure, that works for me. Yeah, let's go for Storm the Festival. Another Haymaker spell. Oracle plus Karuga looks juicy. Nice, hit a land on top. Get another land on top. Let's go Innkeeper here. Rewarded for not playing out a creature. Alright, I think it might be time to run out the henge then. Commit. That's fine, actually. That's not too bad. We know what's on our top. But we do want to dump out our hand now, because I feel like they're probably going to fire that off, right? Yeah, so let's attack. Dragon. Opter. Pass. They're just too far behind to not fire it off, I feel like. Oh, okay. Well, we get left with a one big fatty. We know we're drawing henge, so... I mean... Kind of forgot this was a treasure. I thought this was a clue and I'd be able to draw the henge there, but... You got me. Good luck. I don't even know what they can do with 2 mana. Probably nothing. Yeah, let's go, baby. That is exactly what I was saying. Remember, Gargaroth, if they had a Wrath, which they did, doesn't do anything. The Kura are most important of our 5 drops there. We got to play it last, and protect ourselves from a Wrath effect. Because you can imagine if I had Gargaroth there instead of the big dragon, they wipe the board, I'm left with nothing. And then the following turn they get to commit to memory, redraw a fresh hand, and I don't really have much pressure, you know? So, that was good. Let's do it again. On to our 7th game. And looks pretty good here on the play. Potentially ramping up to any number of good cards here. Hey! Are we finally playing against red aggro? Maybe. Maybe. Let's go with Ornithopter this turn and hope they don't have a way to kill it. We want to find one more land. 2 more lands, I guess. Or Backwalker. Good. Ooh. That is fantastic. Come on, land on top. Dang it. Well, if the... So the thing is, they're going to want to kill Oracle before they kill Ornithopter. But they don't have either. Okay, or rather, they're not killing either. Damn, did not find a land. Settle draws a land, but it doesn't get the top off my library. I'm going to play the Explore here and hope to find lands underneath the Rex Sage. Perfect. There's 1. There's 2. Love it. Now let's play out a 5/5 here just to block. So once again, we can wait to settle while we have 8 lands to be able to grab exactly our henge. Five defender, pretty good versus mono red aggro. All for 3 mana. The biggest concern is going to be things like dragons. Ooh, Torbran is pretty spicy too. Huh. I guess I trade here. Safekeeping on top. Oh man, with Torben on the battlefield, it's a little bit rough. I'm gonna go for the high roll here, I think. Wow. Wow. Bad bricks. Really bad. Did hit a few lands on top though, so I guess that was lucky. Sheesh. 7, 8, 9. I mean, I guess we can flash back the Storm the Festival next turn. That was really bad though. Everything's just gonna die to burn now. 2 mana burn, or 2 damage burns, a 4 damage burn here. They might start going my face. Hopefully they don't have too many. Okay, that's... Wow, they didn't attack. What? That had to be a big mistake on their part, right? So let's go grab our Great Henge. Play the Henge. Play out our Minsc and Boo. Minus. Sack our oddity, kill the Torbrand, just make sure that thing is gone. With Torbrand gone, I think it's going to be pretty hard for us to lose. But while they had Torbrand plus Blade Historian, I think we had a very, very high chance of just getting easily killed. Ooh, that's annoying. It's funny. Okay. So I'm gonna take 4 here. Oh, I guess I'll take 8. Yeah, no blocks. And there's a Gargaroth, beautiful. Let's play out the Innkeeper, draw a card. Draw Garg. Another land. Garg. Gain a life. Draw. Guess we'll do this. Go big. Can't brick twice on this, can we? Yeah, for sure. There we go. All right. And once again, feeling a bit more confident of things. Let's go! Not today, stupid red aggro. Not today. 5 wins, feels good. Ah, man, I just want to play great henge all day, every day. Henge, 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 more henge. On to game number 8. Not a keepable hand. Too slow, too dirtily. Doesn't have the great henge in it. This one is also too slow and too dirtily. Wow. Can I really afford to go to 5 though? Probably not. I think what we're going to do here is put the Karuga back and hope that Once Upon a Time can find one of our 2-mana accelerants. But this hand is really, really bad. And we'll probably just crumble if they're playing an aggro deck. If they're playing blue, maybe there's a chance. He says, hopefully. Okay, go ahead and Once Upon a Time here. Find our Ornithopter or something. Florahedron, yeah. That'll do just fine. With this hand, I probably just run out the Oddity next turn. Try to put him on a clock. Obviously, the ideal scenario is that Vivian lives. Alright, let's run out the beast. This Oddity, though, in a lot of those grindy games, that Oddity was, or this Oddity's been, like, the key card. Huge creature that pumped up the team. What's it gonna be? Thassa's Intervention. Alright, so be it. I guess we're hoping they tap out for like a Key to the Archive and then don't have a burn spell to finish off Vivian when I blow up their thing. That's annoying.
What? My hair is
Are they gonna blow it up? Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Stop, drop, and roll. Won't
Alright, well, not much I can do about that, but cry. I'd put our odds of winning this game very, very low. Okay, that's good to see gone. And maybe they cast it and look for something. Maybe they don't have a counter in their hand, and we get to resolve Vivian and start getting card advantage that way. Alright, they did not cast Supreme Will. If they pass, we do get a loot with Celestis. So there's some silver lining to them not playing a spell here. Yeah, I get rid of this junk. Holy smokes. Alright, I don't have a choice. I just have to run this out and hope. The Shatter Pause. What's it gonna be? Resolve and give me a chance? Counter and I lose. Okay, that is not a counter. Hey, okay. So you're saying there's a chance. And then we grabbed a hasty creature, actually. We can blitz the War Chief here to kill Chandra if they're not careful. Surprised they discarded Expressive Iteration with the big score, too. Mole Drifter, that's pretty good. Do they want to cast it out, though? Because they still have 5 cards in their hand. Alright, they did. Sure. Flipping Knight today again for me. How generous. Uptick, I think. Yeah, Dragon looks okay. Do think we want to blitz here. They'd have to chump with that Channeler to keep Chandra alive. I'm very happy if they just let it die, though, and I'm going to be left with a 4/4 after the fact. Okay. We even drew the Henge. This isn't looking too bad. I mean, they have a lot of cards in their hand, but they opted to play the Drifter last turn. Let's see. Whenever I draw the Henge, I start believing. Ah, there's Jin Gataxias again. No! No! Dang it. Now I need to draw another bait spell, because I can't run out the Henge. That's too bad. Oh, man. I'm going to just get wrecked by Jin Gataxias an additional time here. Let's see. I mean, maybe it's not a good play for them. Maybe they need to do something else. It would tap them out to play it, so there is... I can't imagine they don't run it out, though, right? Yeah, it's just too good not to. Okay. Uptick. Try to find something. It's a lot of land. Ah, this is so bad. This is so bad. Once again, one turn away from being able to henge, and the opponent gets down to Jin Gataxias. Please don't have Silumgar's command here. Don't have anything. Because I can't beat anything right now. That's pretty bad. They might just go -5 here. Wipe everything but Jin Gataxius. We can probably scoop to that. Yeah. That is absolutely disgusting. That's kind of funny as it does bait. But I can't cast the henge anymore, so it doesn't matter. So I guess what we do here is adventure, it gets countered, and then I turn timber. That's not good enough. I guess Karuga draws a card. Well, safe to say we are probably dead. I didn't know Ugin was in this cube until earlier today on stream when I finally opened it, because I had never seen it in draft and I had never seen it played against me. So this is the second time I've ever seen it. Alright, again, small chance here if we can draw another bait spell for the Jin Gataxius initially. Sadly, we did not find it. I mean, we got some big boys. All's not lost. I'd say we're like 98% dead, but not 100. It's not going to take much for them to kill us, though. What do I even have in the deck that I can still draw? We can draw Ornithopter or Explore or Safekeeping or Settle the Wilds to trigger Legion Gataxius and then hopefully get the henge down. Looks like they might be flooding. I mean, maybe they just sack 3 goblins to kill Gargaroth. Okay. Like, honestly, this isn't the stone worst. That being said, I don't actually think I have enough ways to win anymore. I think, yeah. We've lost so many of our win cons that even if I do get to resolve the henge, we're not going to have a way to kill them. And if I just draw a brick here, I'll concede. No big deal. Won't be able to beat it anyways. Let me concede. Well, we did indeed find one of the bait cards that will allow us to resolve the Great Henge, but again, I don't think it matters. We don't have enough. Oracle, Minskinboo, Storm the yeah, I just don't have enough win cons. Our lone win con left is Minskinboo, but that's not good enough, so we can go ahead and just concede. I'm not going to try to play it out. Like I said, the majority of our win cons were already gone, so there's no chance for us to beat the Ugin anyways. we're just prolonging the inevitable. But we did get to 5 wins. We had some really cool games with this deck. We did not play against nearly enough aggro, though. I really wanted to see how this deck would have fared against the super aggro decks, and we just ended up playing against a bunch of control decks, surprisingly. So, with that being said, thanks all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hit that like and subscribe button. We will be back tomorrow for some more of these daily YouTube videos. Peace out.